Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to day 2, the Reclaim Your Power Challenge. Just going to log on and find you guys in the group. Give me a big thumbs up. Give me an emoji when you jump into the group. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you can see me okay. Just going to give everybody a minute just to jump on. How are you, beautiful beings? Let me go. Let me see if I can find it. Right, you're coming on. Fantastic. Hello, guys. Nice to have you with me. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you, beautiful people? Happy Tuesday. You can see me, you can hear me. Thank you, Joanna. That's so kind of you to let me know that. You are such a beautiful, high vibrational soul. Hi, Gail. Hi, Donna. Hi, Anna, Angela, Anouk, Karen. Fantastic. Karen's put #live. So remember, guys, if you're watching live, put #live. If you are watching on the replay, please put #replay. Hello, you gorgeous souls. Hello, you beautiful beings. So lovely to have you back. Day 2 of the Reclaim Your Power Challenge. How are you feeling? Let me know. I was so impressed with you guys. Well done. I know sometimes it can be a little bit confronting to have to look at where we feel powerless. And it can be really confronting to put things on paper, even a timeline of our lives. So I just want to say congratulations. Now, the reason we are doing this exercise is to bring things into your conscious awareness. Because when we become conscious about something, we can change it. So if it was difficult and it was painful and you had resistance, well done for pushing through. All I want you guys to do is just complete the homework. It is totally up to you whether you share it in the group. You just share what you feel comfortable with. There's no pressure in this group. We are just here to love and support you. Hello, Nicola. Hello, you gorgeous guys and goddesses. Hi, Raina. Oh, the baby's asleep. Perfect. She must have known. Hello, Maria. And again, if you haven't had time to do your homework, it's okay. Don't let the devil say, oh, I'm getting behind. I'm getting stressed. I may as well not do the challenge because I'm a little bit behind. Don't let the devil win, right? Recognize that this is the devil. As I said to you last night, you have all week to do this challenge. So if you don't manage to do the homework one of the evenings, your angel should be telling you it's okay because you literally have until next Monday to complete all of these tasks. No pressure from me. Hi, Mark. Hi, Tina. No pressure from me. The only pressure you are feeling is internally. So let's start recognizing how we take ourselves out of the game, right? Raina is asking how much detail should be put in the life map. Raina, again, totally up to you. Whatever feels comfortable for you. So it's absolutely fine. You know, this is totally unique, guys. This is totally unique for you. As I said, there's no pressure from me. We're doing this because it's going to be fun and transformational experience. So don't let your devil win and take you out of the game. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy your homework. And really, I'd love to know in the comments what you saw from doing this homework. What was it you realized from doing this homework? Now, some of the homework was about where you feel powerless. Now, the reason I really wanted you to do that, the reason I wanted you to look at this is because when you see where you feel powerless and what makes you feel powerless, you have the power to change it. When you are in an unconscious state and you don't necessarily see what is affecting you, you don't make the changes. And over the course of this week, we are going to be doing incremental shifts to help you reclaim your power. And tonight, I have got an incredible lineup for you. We are going to be talking about how to connect to your inner CEO. We're going to be talking about what it is that has been distorting your connection to your inner CEO. Remember, everything is about energy, everything is about frequency, and I'm going to be showing you how you can absolutely connect to your inner CEO. We're also going to be looking at your frequency formula. And this is really important. You've probably seen it in the workbook, but I'm going to break it really down for you. Good evening. I'm going to break it down for you much, much more so you really get an insight into what it is that you can do to clean up your connection to your inner CEO. So Tanya is saying that awareness to confront, to start to let go. Exactly. A really good insight, Tanya. So the more we become aware of these things, well done, Lorraine, she's saying she made it. So the more we become aware of these things, the more we have the power to change them. So Anouk is asking, what is a CEO? What a fantastic question, Anouk. So a chief executive officer is a CEO, and generally a CEO would run a company. So when we refer to your inner CEO, it's another word and terminology for your higher self, for your highest connection. So for us to transition out of the 3D life, or maybe our stuck job or corporate career or something that we're not resonating with, we need to build this connection internally, do our inner spiritual work, build our connection to our higher self, because then we will be guided and we will feel supported and we will feel safe because we have this amazing connection. And I can tell you, I think I was explaining to you last night, I often get messages when I wake up in the morning. And this is a top tip for you guys. When you start to sort of talk to your higher self, you can start to ask questions and the answers will come. It's like anything. You don't go to the gym and use a machine once and get muscle, do you? It's such a shame because otherwise I'd be really fit. But you don't, do you? You don't get fit by just going to the gym once or doing one exercise class. It doesn't work like that. It's the same with building a connection to your inner CEO or to your higher self. It's like building a muscle. You have to practice. You have to talk to that part of you. You have to make it a conscious practice. Now, why would you want to do that? You will want to do that because that highest aspect of you can help you build a life beyond your wildest dreams, a life that you absolutely love and adore, a life that you get to wake up every morning and do exactly what you want when you want. Because your higher self, your highest incarnation for this lifetime is to live your soul's purpose. It's to do your Dharma. It is to absolutely have a life you totally, totally adore. Donna said she woke up with Oasis, the master plan playing in her head. How amazing. And you find actually your higher self, your guides will communicate with you in different ways. Some people hear songs. I don't necessarily hear songs, but I do get words in my head. So the more we start to talk to, even just talking to your guidance, talking to your guides, asking it as given, the more you do that, the more that you guys will find the answers come. So tonight we are going to be discussing our inner CEOs, how to connect to them. We're going to be looking at how you master your frequency. The higher your frequency, the easier it is for you to create your reality. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can do that. We're going to be looking at this frequency formula. And we're also going to be doing an activation this evening. It's an activation to let go of anything that is blocking your connection to the divine. If you maybe have a lot of stuck energy, I just want to say a little bit about stuck energy and for anybody who is experienced maybe anxiety and depression. I want to speak a little bit more about that before we get into this evening, because I really want to serve and support you guys, because I've been there. I want you to know I had a nervous breakdown. For points in my life, I felt like I was floating outside of my body. I wasn't grounded. I wasn't connected to who I was. I was depressed. I was suicidal. And it's not a fantastic place to be. And I feel for anybody who feels that way. I want to give you a slightly new understanding. You are an energy system. Now, if you've had something traumatic happen in your life and you haven't processed it, all of those denser, heavier emotions will be held in your body. So if you've had somebody pass away, if you've had lost somebody, something traumatic happened to you and you haven't dealt with it, all of that stuff that you're kind of ignoring is in your energy system and it is lowering your frequency. So if you're listening to this now and you're not feeling on top of the world and you are experiencing anxiety and depression, my top tip and advice for you is to journal. You've probably seen me recommending it to people. I give it to everybody. When they start doing your spiritual work, if you are in that place, the best thing you can do is journal out all of your emotions and feelings. Now, think of it in energetic terms. People don't realize that thoughts are things. Thoughts are energy. If you've had a lot of emotions that you haven't processed or situations you've gone through that you haven't dealt with, you process it through writing, you will find that you access those emotions. And not only that, you will start to feel them and heal them. You have to feel it to heal it. So anybody who is feeling a little bit under the weather, excuse me, anybody who's feeling a little bit under the weather or who's having kind of anxiety and depression, I really want you to journal out your emotions, because this is blocking your connection to your inner CEO. You can't hear your inner guidance if you have lots of things clogging up your connection. This is why when you go on your spiritual awakening journey, you deal with your trauma. It's part of our spiritual evolutionary work. We have to deal with the things in our past that we want to ignore, because those things are clogging up our energetic connection. So that is my top tip. You don't have to be a perfectionist. You literally just write. You literally write out your stream of consciousness, anything that is going round and round your head. I have given this to clients who have been chronically depressed for 2 years, and they've done this exercise for 3 weeks, and they have cured their depression. Now, if you feel triggered when you're journaling, it's because you've got to let go of whatever it is that's triggering you. So it will come up for you to feel it, but I really, really want you to feel it to heal it, so you move through it. Okay? So anybody who's listening to that is really, really going to help you move through whatever it is that you are carrying. And if you think about it, it blocks our connection. It really blocks our connection. Now, I was reading some of the things that you guys feel a little bit powerless about, and some of the things that came up were, you can't control your family, or you're trying to control everything, and it makes you feel really anxious. We're going to talk about that tomorrow night, because that's another thing I can help you handle. We have to observe. We cannot control life. Life will just happen. And I also want to talk about money. I know people are feeling anxious a little bit about money and their money situation. So everything is energy, including money. And we have been sold an illusion around money. We have been taught that money keeps us safe. And it's very, very important that we have money in the bank to keep us safe. Now, when we don't have our connection coming from the internal, we do things externally to try and make us feel safe. And having money in the bank, people have been taught, is a safety thing. We mustn't spend it. We must keep it. Now, that is completely topsy-turvy, because money is energy, and money responds to your frequency and how you feel about it. If you are scared of money, you will repel money. If you embrace money, and if you open yourself up and you have a channel where money can flow to you, but you're not holding on to it, If you think about a situation where you hold on to something, it gets stuck. So there's no flow. Whereas if you're mindful, in your spending, but you're still spending, you're not holding on so tight, you create this energetic flow. So we've been taught and we've been sold that we must have money in the bank to feel safe. And we associate money with safety. And actually, from a money perspective, money is energy. And you have to have a flow of it moving through your life. You should always, always support yourself in your actions. And actually, how you spend your money is the action that it will come back. So if, for example, you're spending your money on negative things, it will have a negative impact. If you're spending it on positive things, it will have a positive impact. And yes, Magdalena is saying the old paradigm very much says that money is the root of all evil. And that's just not true. Spiritual people who have money can change the world. I think also in spirituality, I think a lot of people have been taught that they can't charge for their services, for example. It's like all this past life stuff that we have. But actually, the more spiritual people that have the money, the better, because the world will be a better place. So the intent with which you spend your money makes a difference. If you're somebody that's loving and kind and you are supporting people through your actions and you may be helping a homeless person, that energy is coming back to you. Every action has a reaction. So that the intent with the way you do things will come back to you. So if, for example, I know myself, the more beings I love and support, the more that positive energy comes back to me. And we're going to talk about intent a little later on when we get into tomorrow's work. Okay. So back to our inner selves. And as I said, there are so many things that have cut off our connection to the divine. There are so many things that are cut off our connection. So we need to really foster this connection, and we really, really need to make sure that we are checking in with it on a daily basis, basically. And the thing that I would say as well is that the more we think, the more we block our connection. So I want you to think of yourselves as like a radio, and we want to tune you up to the highest frequency. But when you are thinking, it's like a radio that does this. When you get to your changing station and it doesn't quite work and you're like, that is because the thinking is blocking your connection to the divine. So give me a little show in the comments. Who gets their best ideas in the shower? Let me know if you get your best ideas in the shower. Or if you get your best ideas when you are walking the dog. Joanna saying she thinks way too much. Right. So you are allowed to contemplate, but I don't want you to think for thinking's sake. So every time you start to think, you are actually blocking your connection when you're driving. Yes. Now, the reason that you will get really good ideas when you're driving is because you're kind of working on autopilot. And so you're not really thinking, you're kind of, you're absorbed in what you're doing, but there's no thoughts. So bing, you can connect to your higher self. In the shower, when you grocery shop, when I'm picking up poo for my horses. Love it, Alison. Right before bed, during the night. Wow. Walking in nature. Yes, that is a fantastic one. Washing the dishes. Some people report cooking. I get my best ideas when I'm walking, ironing and meditating. Yeah. Brilliant. So can you see that when you're not thinking, your guidance can get through? Now, unfortunately, there's lots of things that lower and cut off our connection. So when we have these unprocessed emotions or this backlog of trauma, it lowers our vibration. When we are eating the wrong food, when we have self-doubt, our body is an energy system that we have to maintain a clear connection so we can really, really hear our guidance. So the best thing that you guys can do is start to train yourself not to think. So every time you find yourself thinking, I want you to bring yourself back to here and now. Train yourself to be present. Train yourself to be present and stop thinking. Let me know in the comments. So drop me in the comments if you are guilty of thinking too much. Great one, Lorraine. She's saying pottering in the garden. Yes, the monkey brain still wants to control. Absolutely. I use the shower to ask to remove my negative energy. That's fantastic, Joanna. That's a really good idea. And because you're setting the intention to do that, you are absolutely doing it. We're going to be doing that this evening. We're going to be doing an activation this evening. We're going to be getting spiritually dressed again. And I'm going to be showing you, we're going to be clearing out all of your Akashic record. We're going to be connecting to your Akashic record, and we're going to be clearing out all your negative thoughts and emotions to help you raise your frequency. So hot bath, yes. Overthinker, Tracy, yeah, classic. And I think where we overthink, we don't move forward. So again, when you're journaling out the thoughts, you will find that this also helps clear the connection. Anybody heard of The Writer's Way? It's a book that is a fantastic book that writers, when they get blocked, they can't write, can they? Because they literally have writer's block. And so The Writer's Way is a fantastic book because it basically gets the writer, like I'm getting you guys to do, to write down all the things that are blocking them. And basically what they're doing is they're clearing out their connection. Now, we have been desensitized and our frequency has been lowered through lots of different things. Now, maybe you can give me some idea. What lowers your frequency? Let me know in the comments. Oh, yes, Lorraine, lovely. Yeah, when you in the ocean, you feel more connected. Absolutely, when you're swimming. Angela is saying when she journals, when I was journaling after I've done a page or two, it's just like on automatic. It's almost as if my higher self takes over because I notice a slightly difference in my handwriting. Wow. Yes, Leah, low vibrational food is definitely. Do you remember we were talking last night, weren't we? We were talking about junk food. Now they call it junk food. They're even trying to tell you. This is what you realize in our English language. And this, that it tells us through the words. You remember, most of you will know, Lorraine is saying watching the news. Yeah, television. I'm sure you guys, if you're in my community, you've heard that one before, but I think it's worth repeating for the new people. Television, tell-a-vision. Broadcasting, they're broadcasting spells. They are creating their reality or creating reality through television. And television lowers our vibration. Absolutely. Television totally lowers our vibration. Junk food, absolutely. Alcohol, cigarettes, taking on others' negative energy. That's a really good one, Donna. Being disrespectful. Yes, Susanna, that's a great one. Gossip lowers your vibration. If you are somebody, television. Yes, Magdalena, that's brilliant. If you are somebody, and we all have had our moments with gossiping, like I put my hands up, I'm not immune to it, but gossip lowers your vibration. You have to be very careful about how you utilize your words. So Nicola is saying toxic family. I have to be very focused and stay in my joy. Absolutely. And the thing about a toxic family, Nicola, as I'm sure you'll know, is that they will moan. And for some reason, when people around us moan, it's almost like we have to moan to fit in. But I want you guys to be really mindful of that, because that lowers your vibration. The next time somebody moans around you, don't join in. And it probably will be a little bit uncomfortable for you because people expect you to join in, but don't do it because it lowers your vibration. And stop watching the news. Yes, absolutely. My dad always used to think I was mad because I never listened to the news. When I spiritually woke about 28, I realized what they were doing with the news, the fact that they were lowering our vibration. And I haven't watched films and I haven't watched the TV since. And obviously with everything that happened with coronavirus, it's really interesting because, I don't watch TV. I don't don't watch the news. And it's interesting because you can tell people who have bought into the narrative and people who haven't because they're watching the television. So there are lots of things that desensitize us. Chemicals, basically. Chemicals in our products. Face creams. You name it. I shouldn't be dyeing my hair, but I haven't quite got to that yet. I think it will come one day, but I'm not quite there yet. But there are all these things that desensitize us and they lower our vibrations. And so what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you through this frequency formula, and I want you to think about your lives and what it is that you could do in each area of the frequency formula. Good one, Margaret, EMFs. Each part of the frequency formula, we're going to go through it. And I want you to think about what it is that you could alter in your life to help your inner CEO connection. So the frequency formula is the ability to create your reality. If you imagine, the law of vibration stipulates that everything is in constant motion, right? Quantum physics has shown us, we are energy, we are frequency. The faster the vibration, the faster the frequency. So the less you are clogged up with a backlog of emotions, the less you are clogged up with negative thoughts, the less you are clogged or weighed down through junk food, the higher your vibration. Fluoride toothpaste, Mark, yes, fantastic ones. Some great ones in the comments. Well done, guys. Pesticides, yes. Dita saying she's not watched the news for 15 years. That is absolutely amazing. EMFs, yes, fantastic. So I want you to listen to this frequency formula. So your food plus your thoughts, conscious and unconscious, plus words spoken, so your words spoken, your actions and your behaviors equal your frequency. And I would say plus your past life karma, but that's not in there. That's another topic. So let's think about this. I want you guys to think while you're watching me, what is it? And be honest. And again, this is no judgment, right? What I want to explain is you are talking to a woman who has done probably every drug under the sun, used to drink coffee, used to eat too much sugar. I've done everything the opposite way. And I really think that this journey of spiritual evolution is to slowly but surely let go of these things as you raise your frequency, because you also don't need them anymore. The more you do your inner work, the reason I used to sort of drink alcohol was because I wasn't happy with my life. But now I've got my life back. I don't need it. So there's no judgment from me. Please know that wherever you are on your journey is absolutely fine. I'm just trying to give you an insight into how you can basically clean up your frequency. So let me know in the comments what food you need to let go of. What is it? So maybe it's coffee. Let it go and let it flow. Love it, Tina. So name one thing, each of you. I'll say the equation again. Food plus thoughts, conscious and unconscious, plus words spoken plus actions and behaviors equal our frequency. Well done, guys. So there's some honest answers coming in the comments. Well done. Really appreciate your honesty. You guys are amazing. Raina, meat. Alison, sugar. Actually, I won't read your names. We've got alcohol. We've got sugar. We've got chocolate. Sugar, wine. Yes, a big one. Refined sugar, coffee, sugar and cigarettes. Let go of coffee for 2 weeks. Yorkshire tea. Sugar. So sugar's a big one, isn't it? Wow. Meat, cigarettes, energy drinks. Yes. Chocolate and coffee, processed meat. Yeah. Thank you guys for your honesty. Amazing. Amazing. Now, the interesting thing is when you start to understand the connection. So what I mean by this is we are purposely kept dumb. They keep us in a stupid place purposefully. And when you start to realize that actually it's affecting your frequency, you don't want it anymore. And instead of it being difficult for you to give up, you will find that it becomes very easy for you to give up. Now, what usually happens is a 3-stage process. You usually find that there's resistance. Everybody has been experiencing resistance this challenge, but when you try and give up something, you get resistance. Persevere. You then find you might have FOMO. When I first gave up alcohol, I felt like everybody was having fun and it was just me that wasn't. That's what you call FOMO. You feel like you're missing out. And then you break through and you go through the other side and you feel better and your frequency raises and you don't want it anymore. Some really good ones coming through: carbohydrates, more sugar, more coffee. Eating anything dead is detrimental to humans. Absolutely. So with this newfound perspective that this is lowering your frequency, you will probably find that you don't even want that meat or that sugar anymore. Now, you may find that it takes a little bit because there's resistance, but the more you raise your consciousness around it, the less you will want it. And also, Katerina, the happier and easier your life gets, the less emotional your eating you'll want to do. So that's food. So I want you to think of, guys, this is going to be your homework, to think of one thing that you're going to let go of. And again, be kind to yourself. Do this gradually. I don't expect you to do all of this overnight. I would just pick one thing that you want to give up. Okay, so that's food. Now, thoughts, conscious and unconscious. So again, what do you tell yourself? I bet all of you are guilty, myself included, of not being very kind to ourselves at points. Often we can be really quite mean to ourselves. We can be telling ourselves off. We can be thinking that the worst is going to happen. People don't realize that thoughts are actually things. And I clear people's Akashic records of negative thoughts. So you really must watch what you think about. Now, this is why in our community, we get people to focus on their visions, because what you think about, you create. What you are holding in your conscious mind, you create. So it's very important that you basically are aware of what you are thinking. Remember, first of all, try not to think full stop. But if you want to focus on something, focus on where you want to go. And we're going to be doing that this week. We are going to be getting you guys to go into the future and basically visit your futures. And I love to do that. It's one of my favorite things to do all the time, because when you realize all of these things add up to your frequency, the more you focus on where you want to go. Bread, that's a good one. That's a very addictive one. The more you focus your energy and attention on where you want to go, you're creating it. This is your ability to create your reality. So I remember once going to a neighbor's house, and she was going through a hard time. They'd lost their business and they were really kind of down in the dumps. And bless her, she just kept on thinking about all the things that were going to go wrong. And she said, I think this is going to happen and this is going to happen. And I feel like this is going to go wrong and this is going to go wrong. Now, I want you to become aware that if you keep thinking negative things, you will attract it. Because that's how we create our reality, through all these different things. We create our frequency. And the more you raise your frequency, the more power you have to create your reality. So you have to look at your conscious and unconscious thoughts. So this is a really good way. Again, write out all the negative things, Tracy, that you're thinking, to release them. Okay, so that's thoughts. What we think about matters. What spiritually unhealthy thoughts do you tell yourself? Your conscious and unconscious thoughts really do matter. So now let's think about the next thing in the equation, which is words spoken. Who's heard the expression abracadabra? Well, when you speak things into existence. Your thoughts are energy. Your words are energy. You are a powerful human creator through your words. So the other reason we get people to focus on their visions and share their visions within our community to other people is by you're speaking into existence. You are a magician. You can speak into existence what you want to happen. And I've done this several times in my life. The nonprofit that I created, the network, I told every single person I was going to create it. And guess what? It came into being because I was focusing my thoughts, unconscious and conscious. I was speaking into existence what I wanted to happen. This is what we do in our Dharma Life community. We get you. You're going to create a vision and we get you to revisit it on a regular basis. We get you to talk to the rest of the community about it. And we get you to hold that in your vibration. And that is how it will come to fruition. Beautiful Trine, who is in our community, I don't think she's on this evening, but she's done exactly this. She had this beautiful vision to create her own house. She wanted to build her own house in Canada. She was living in America. She's Canadian by origin. She really wanted to build this house. She wanted to have this beautiful Reiki room for her to do her treatment. She had no idea how that was going to come to fruition. But through being with us for the last 3 years, she now lives in her own house on her sister's land in Canada. They built the property. They have their own, she has her own Reiki room. And not only that, she is a published author. And she is also a wonderful Reiki master. And she's been utilizing these principles. This is not for me, just me and Trine. This is for everybody. You master these things and you can create your reality. So again, think about how you use your words. Are you speaking about what you want to happen? Let me know. Do you talk into existence in what you want to happen? Or are you more likely to say what you don't want to happen? So just put, what can you put in the comments? You could put want or don't want in the comments. So want, you talk about what you want, or don't want as well. You can put that. Not often enough. Great, Raina. Good realization. This shit works. Absolutely. Tina, great thing for you to see, because you can absolutely come and do this with us. In our community, we did a little feedback session, and I asked for everybody's input. And one of the things that came out was we're going to have regular community meetups where people discuss their visions. Because the more we talk about our visions, the more it will come to fruition. Not often enough. Yes, Angela. Want. Yeah, great, guys. Both. Good realization. You need to talk about what you want. If you've got a partner who's open to this stuff, or even somebody from this community, regularly talk to them about what you want to happen. This shit works. Now, The final thing on this list is actions and behaviors. So what actions are you taking and what behaviors are you also utilizing or doing? If you are taking aligned action towards your vision, you're taking positive actions towards where you want to go. Again, that is putting you in alignment and raising your frequency. But if your actions are negative and your behaviors are negative, that is forming part of your frequency. So your homework tonight is going to be, what is your inner CEO wanting you to change? And what I want you to think about when you do this exercise is think about the frequency formula and think about what you need to change within each of the areas. So what food needs to change? How do you need to conduct your thoughts? What do you need to do regards speaking about your dreams? What actions and behaviors do you need to do? That is going to be your homework. What is it that you need to change? Okay. So, you beautiful being, what you eat matters. What you think matters. What you say matters. And what you do matters. And do you know what? Who you surround yourself with matters. Because if you're in a high vibrational community like this, you've already noticed the shift, as in how you feel being around these lovely beings, because our ethos is to lift one another up. You know, we have kind of clear guidelines that we adhere to in our communities. We have no gossip. We have no gossip. We make sure that we're always seeing the best in someone. We're lifting them up. We're complimenting them through our words. This is why the virtues is so powerful. Because when you are virtuous in every single interaction, you are opening your energy centers and you are raising your vibration. Dino's saying this is her happy place. Oh, that's so cute. We love you. You know, and Tina's been with us 5 months and the transformation has just been absolutely amazing. You should be very proud of yourself, Tina. Very, very proud of yourself. So what we're going to do now, guys, is I really want to do an activation. We're going to connect to the Akashic Records, because the other thing we do on a regular basis is, oopsie, because of my my Akashic Records work, I can access the Akashic Records and I can access your Akashic Record with your permission. So we're going to do a little activation, basically. We're going to do a little activation and we are going to clear out anything that is holding you back and lowering your frequency. So I'd like you guys to get yourself in a comfortable position. We're going to do like we did last night. We're going to get spiritually dressed, but I'm going to now take you into the Akashic Records and I'm going to clear out anything you're holding. So when you're ready, back up straight. I want you to take a deep breath. Okay. I would like you to do what we did last night. So we're going to do this, the shepherd's crook breathing. Just breathe up from the base of your spine, down over the top of your head. Now keep breathing in that manner, please. Keep breathing up from the base of your spine, down over the top of your head. And as you did last night, I want you to visualize yourself coming into your body. Just feel your energy shift from your head down into your body. And I really want you to see the energy connecting into your body and moving down your legs. We're going to ground you now. So I'd like you to see the energy coming out through the bottom of your feet. Imagine that energy pulling you down, anchoring you, pulling you down into the center of the earth. Imagine roots of the trees coming out through the bottom of your feet, anchoring you, pulling you down. Fantastic. Keep breathing up from your coccyx, down over the top of your head. And as you did last night, I want you to visualize your crown chakra. You can visualize the lotus petals opening of your crown chakra. Just see your crown chakra opening and just see yourself getting connected to the universe. And I'd like you to see this high vibrational energy start to flood in to your crown chakra. And we're just going to take a moment now to open and to connect to our Akashic record. Each of us has an Akashic record that sits in the 5th dimension. And we're going to connect to that Akashic record. And I'm going to invite you guys to surrender to the universe for transmutation, any energy that is ready to go. Anything that is not serving you and not helping you live your divine truth. Now, give yourself permission to release from all planes, all times, and all dimensions back to the universe any negative energy to be transmuted. So we're clearing out any energy that does not support love and light. We are clearing out any energy that does not support your highest incarnation. We are clearing out anger, rage, guilt, doubt, worry, stress, anxiety, panic, apathy, shame, hopelessness, resentment, any fear. And I want you to just visualize that now in your body and just see the stuck energy, anything you're holding. You might get emotional, that's okay. Any stuck energy that you're holding is going to start to run down your energy body, your energy system, and you're going to see it releasing out through the bottom of your feet. Like you probably see it as like darker energy inside your energy system, inside your energy body. We're clearing out abandonment, rejection. We're clearing out sadness, loneliness, any negative energy that's pertaining to depression, old relationships, job losses, death of somebody you love. You're going to let all of that stuck negative energy just move through your system. Keep breathing up from your coccyx, down over the top of your head, up from your coccyx, down over the top of your head. Just see that energy now going out, now draining out through the bottom of your feet. Imagine yourself breathing in love and breathing out any energy that does not serve you. We're going to clear out trauma, victimization, abuse, surgery, any accidents, anything that's created any trauma within your energy body. If it feels emotional, don't worry, just let it move through you. Feel it to heal it. We're letting go now of any subliminal programs, any parental patterning, any hooks, any cords, any implants, any thought control implants. It's okay. Just let it out. That's beautiful. Well done. If you feel emotional, that is fantastic. You're doing brilliantly. Removing any energy that doesn't belong to you. By moving this energy, we are clearing the way for self-worth, for self-love. Just now see all of that energy draining out. It's okay. It's time to let that go now. We're making space to bring in this high vibrational energy. We're going to call forth the energies of self-esteem, of acceptance, of openness, of truth, and total well-being on all levels. Now, I want you to visualize your crown chakra, and you're going to see your crown chakra being flooded now with radiating divine love and light. Just see this beautiful high vibrational energy really flooding into your crown chakra. It's like a shower, a beautiful, beautiful shower just running into your crown chakra. You can feel yourself becoming lighter and stronger, more at peace. Just give yourself now a second just to bask in this feeling. Imagine it like a shower of high vibrational energy washing through your energy system, clearing out any stuck emotion, any anger, any depression. It's all going now. It's all leaving you. Now we're activating the energy of purpose, of intent, of clarity of thought, of clarity of direction. We're calling in clarity on all levels. We are restoring your dreams. We're enabling you to follow your hearts. And we're enabling you to trust in the universe. We are clearing the way for divine love, light, and healing. We're balancing your energy fields. We're allowing you to be excited about being on this planet at this time, in this life, in your body. You are not your body. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And we're calling in the frequencies of gratitude, courage, joy, freedom, good fortune, prosperity, miracles, personal power. And allow yourself to feel this energy washing through your energy system. Just bask now. Just take a moment now to bask in this beautiful high vibrational energy. Just see it. It might be rainbow colors. You might feel tingly. Often you can feel a little bit itchy. But just feel this energy now flooding through your crown chakra. It's decalcifying your pineal gland. It's clearing your throat chakra, enabling you to speak your truth. It's opening your heart chakra, your green anahata chakra. You just see it getting polished up. It's really empowering you as it moves into your solar plexus, helping you live your life's purpose. It's flushing through your sacral chakra, clearing out any trauma. And it's anchoring in your root chakra, enabling you to feel safe and secure and trusting in the universe. Just know that you came here at this time and everything is divinely orchestrated. And I want you to repeat after me. I know who I am in truth. Say it for me. I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. And I know how I serve. Say that one more time. I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. And I know how I serve. Just take a moment. You might feel a beautiful energy rush. Take a big deep breath up from your coccyx. Down over the top of your head. Up from your coccyx. Down over the top of your head. Now just take a moment now to bask in this feeling, this high vibrational energy. Give thanks and give gratitude for your life. And even though parts of it may have been difficult, know that you have been walking your hero's journey. Take a big deep breath up from your coccyx, down over the top of your head. And then slowly but surely, you're going to come back into the room. And you're going to give your hands a beautiful rub together. And you're going to put your hands over your eyes. And you're going to slowly but surely come back into the room. And you're going to let me know in the comments how you found that. Well done, guys. Fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. We have just flushed your energy body and your energy system with high vibrational energy. We have let go of any negative energy that you may have been holding. Drink some water after we end this broadcast, please. Beautiful saying to say whenever you feel you need a bit more connection. I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. I know how I serve. Tingling, peaceful. Oh, that's great, Tracy. That means that it's just the energy leaving your system. So don't worry. I just want you to get some water after this. You'll feel much better. You'll sleep really well and you'll feel much better in the morning. You'll feel like much lighter. Tingles, chills, yawning. Yes, yawning is a great one. You're letting go of any negative energy you're holding. Tingling, grounded, beautiful. Love and joy, fantastic, much lighter. Ah, that's great. Yes, and there's nothing wrong with being emotional. You know, we've been taught all our lives that we shouldn't be emotional, but we need to be emotional. We are emotional beings. Yes. Fantastic. Fantastic. Feeling light, feeling peaceful, very emotional, tingles and cold, lighter, very calm. Clear your throat chakra. If you're coughing, absolutely, you're clearing your throat chakra. You're clearing your third eye. Oh, you see, the thing about crying is, again, we've been taught to kind of hold it in. But if you think about yourself as an emotional, energetic being, when you've got upset inside of you, it clogs you up. So as soon as you try and let it out, you feel tired, but you feel better. And that is because you're not holding that negative energy inside. Suddenly very tired. Yeah, some of you might feel tired because we've just flushed your system of negative energy and we've just topped you up. So tiredness is like your body kind of catching up with it. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. So you can listen to that whenever you want, and you can do that again. And we're going to be putting this all together at the end of the week, where we put this all together, but we also revisit and connect to our future selves as well. So it's going to be a fantastic week. Fantastic week. Good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. So your homework, as I said, do not worry if you don't have time to do it tonight. Divine timing. You've got a whole week to do all this stuff. We're going to stay in this positive vibration now. You've just connected to this beautiful energy. I want you to stay in this really high, beautiful vibration. Okay, but I want you to be true to yourself, and I want you to think about the frequency formula, and I want you to think about what is it your inner CEO or your higher self would like you to let go of now. Knowing what you know now, that your frequency affects this formula affects your frequency. What is it that you were just going to choose to let go of? Because it's time. All of you beings, if you have been called here with me, it's because it's your time to thrive. It's your time to grow. It's your time to be the highest and best version of yourself. You guys are doing so, so well. Again, if you feel comfortable sharing it, you can share it in the group. I'd like you guys to get in the habit of sharing in the group. I think it is a good idea. You don't have to share everything, but maybe you choose one thing that you're comfortable sharing. Okay, if you're somebody that doesn't like sharing everything, no problem, but at least share one thing, because I want this group to be very interactive. So you guys, day 2 of the Reclaim Your Power Challenge. 2 more days to go this week. You're doing so, so well. Stay with me. Come and watch the live sessions. If you're watching on replay, remember, #replay. You've got this. We've got you. Any questions, you can PM me directly. Any questions, just post them in the group. Well done, everybody. You're doing fantastically well. I love you all. You're amazing. And I will see you tomorrow night in here, 7 p.m. UK time. Don't be late. Love you. Bye.